Do you want to see a townhome in North McKinney and the low 4s at a low interest rate?
Of course you do. Take a look. So this is going to be the first Perry home that we're in today.
Yeah, so Perry, honestly, probably one of my favorite builders, especially for the price point. This one's going to be kind of that low 6s, give or take. And really one of the things we wanted to talk about while we're walking through this home, so you can kind of see some of this as we go through, is some more just the like semi-custom. So this is not a custom build. This is all going to be finishes that they have kind of generic. But with that being said, you get to see some of these higher end finishes, you know, the farmhouse.
There's the little details that they go into. So like we said, you got the big farmhouse sink, you go into the bathroom and you've
awesome bathroom.
You've got the layout. It's not a standard layout. You know, you don't walk in and it's not going to be tub, shower, toilet. You know, they've got his and hers walk-in closets. You've got his and hers vanities. You've got the tub in the middle.
I mean, here where it's sitting in the kitchen, you get like the cabinetry, the glass, the open glass finishes on this. It's just
there's little things that they think about that are a bit of an extra cost to them to build, but it makes them a level above your average builder. You know, this is why people pay a bit more money to come in a house like this, because
but still at a price point that for new construction,
reasonable.
2,400 square, just over 2,400 square feet, 4-bedroom.
I'd say the low 6, I think it's like 615, I think around there. So it's a really, really nice build, and it's definitely one checking out.
Yep.
So this is going to be the second of the Perry homes. It's a slightly smaller model. I think it's about 1,900 square feet or so.
Yeah, just over 1,900. This is the 45-foot product.
Yeah, so. And you can see a couple of things I mentioned in the last part about, you know, the bathroom layout being kind of the old style and a few other little bits. But I mean, the finish outs are still
very
good.
similar. Yeah, it's not quite as high end, but you're still, I mean, you're saving $100,000 just under. So
yeah,
you can kind of see some of those differences that it shows in the home. But again, the quality finish out for, you know,
for
low to mid 5s is,
especially, you know, you're getting a really nice 3-bed, 1,900 square feet's a good size for anyone sort of buying the first home. Great size yard because it's a slightly smaller house as well, and covered patio.
Yeah.
You're not going to find that in a lot of places, you know, for around the same price for the same finish out. So
yeah, exactly.
Good. So Highland, I mean, we can both see kind of how good they are. Absolutely. And there's a big reason why they're a bit more expensive.
One of our favorite builders.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be the model home. It's a little bit higher than it probably would normally be. They've got the extra upgrades. I think there's about 90,000 worth of upgrades. You know, the floor and the plantation shutters as well. Yeah, you know, extra bits.
Yeah, so it's like 6 to 7 on this one. Yeah, I mean, you can see the finishes. I mean, if you look back here, you have your open face cabinets in your bar area. You know, your drop-in range cooktop, you know, it's not the slide in. Backsplash is gonna be custom. So there's just a lot of features in here that you actually feel like you get what you're paying for, which is awesome with new construction.
And you look at even the likes of like the laundry room has its own entry into the closet, office at the back. You just don't get those sort of things. And even the things under the hood, so to see, you know, they go extra like 4 inches on the insulation. This is actually by a pond, so they're looking at the shifting and stuff. They've actually gone and put, I think,
they've done a site review.
37 piers already in the home, so it's something you don't have to worry about. Texas, obviously, you know, clay soil and the rest of it's a big issue.
Shifting's pretty common. Yep.
Yeah, and then,
you know, the awards speak for themselves.
I mean, they've literally got People's Choice Awards every year for the last 10 years. I mean, they are the builder to, you know, if you really want to get a home, obviously it's going to cost a bit more, but it's worth every penny in the end.
Absolutely.